Today's video is going to be a little different than my typical content. I just wanted to throw something out there that is more into my life as both a stay-at-home mom and a business owner. So today you're going to just see me in the kitchen, because when I'm not working, I am primarily in the kitchen. So you'll see my little guy on my side. And I have one of those hip carriers to make things a lot easier. So this morning I was just making some pancakes, and I have gotten back into freshly milled wheat, so making fresh milled flour for all of our bread and baked good products, and it has been so wonderful. I have struggled with mast cell activation syndrome for, oh my gosh, a year now. And just recently, I have started to feel so much better. I used to react to even freshly milled wheat, but I think it was because I was primarily trying to do sourdough, and sourdough is fermented, and ferment actually will release a lot of histamine in the body. So I have really stayed away from anything fermented, which honestly is kind of a bummer because I know how good it is, and I was really trying to add in a lot of ferments for quite a while. But I'm just happy to be feeling better, to be honest. I have not been feeling good over the past year, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful every time I eat, especially every time I eat bread, and I have no reaction anymore. I did a little bit the first time I started eating it. I had a little bit of reactions, and now I have no reaction, and it is wonderful. If you haven't heard of fresh milled flour before, I learned everything through Sue Becker of Bread Beckers, and honestly, I have learned about it for the past year, a little over a year, and I've just started introducing it way more to my family. So I made my son some pancakes and eggs, and honestly, I don't know if it's because I did not introduce bread products to him before a certain age or whatever, but funny enough, he actually is not the biggest fan. He likes it for the most part. He'll have bread and butter. I try my best to have him eat it because I know how nutritious it is, but it's funny, he likes eggs. He ate those egg yolks and barely touched the pancakes. Okay, we are switching gears here. So I am making perfume for the first time. It is my mom's birthday, so I thought it'd be fun if I made her some perfumes of some of the scents that she really likes. And I got these really beautiful bottles to try it out with the first time. So she is a very girly girl, so I got some really pretty vessels. Actually, let me come over here and show you all the ones I got. Actually, this one right here, this would be more of like if we ever had it for our candle business. Here, let me show you. You can get this out of here. So I just got all of these on Amazon, just don't really know how great the quality they are. This one I would think of would be more of like if we added perfume to our line. And then this one is just so my mom, so I had to get it. But it's just this, it looks way better. Let me try to focus. Look at how beautiful that is. Super beautiful. Okay, so, and that's just obviously a little travel perfume. So I believe I need to double check, but I think both of these hold 3.4 ounces, which is about 96 grams. So I'm gonna measure in grams just to keep everything, easy peasy. And when I was looking up the calculations for everything, I'm so used to candle math, but I guess perfume math is a little different. So I'm going to be using about roughly close to 11% fragrance oil in these bottles. So I had to look up the safe limits. So for sea salt and orchid, it's actually approved for up to 25%, but the moonflower nectar and the lychee blush, those ones were more of like 11 to 12%. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do all of them around 11% just to keep things, all the same. And so I have my little cheat sheet over here. So I'm going to do 10.5 grams of fragrance and 85.5 grams of this base right here. So this is the perfume base that I'm using. It's from Peach State Candle Supply. And from what I understand, these perfume bases are not like, I don't want to say legit or like real, but there is like the real deal perfume industry, and then there's like the bases that are kind of like body sprays. Either way, put it in a perfume bottle, it's gonna look like perfume. So let me get the fragrance oil ready first, because from what I was reading, this can get really strong. I have the open window right over here. Also, let me see if I can turn on a light to get a little bit brighter over here. Is that better at all? Not really. My son is sleeping. Obviously, you can see that monitor in the back. So I'm trying to not talk too loud, but talk loud enough to where you can still hear me. So I'm going to do this one first, and we are going to measure out the 10.5 grams of this lychee blush right here, which is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance on its own. And my mom has smelled all of these, you know, throughout the years and months that I've used these fragrances. And I know what she likes. There's obviously so many more that I know she would like, but I'm just choosing the ones that I feel like they fit the bottle. I don't know why. I feel like it fits the bottle that I'm using. So I'm just gonna put in a teeny tiny bit more. Can you guys tell I've been doing this a lot? Not really. Oh, it feels good to be making and creating though. Even just taking it outside into my kitchen area again, kind of full circle, because Chris is of course working a ton in the candle room. So I realized I probably should have put on gloves for this just in case. So I do actually need to go into that room one more time and ask him for a stir stick. Okay, so I got the stir stick. So I'm gonna do 85.5 grams. And real fast, I just need to look at this bottle. See, I think it came with a little funnel. Oh, no, this is like the little straw that goes with it. Okay, so that's all good to go there. I just need to see. Okay, and then it kind of dips down into it. Again, first time doing this, so trying to see how that all works. I feel like there were some that came with a little funnel. This has a pipette. Okay. This is what it came with. I feel like such a newbie to all this. I just kind of jumped into this like, oh yeah, this will be easy, which, I mean, it is easy. It's just a matter of getting this figured out in this way. Okay, so I feel like, is it really just as easy as pouring that in and putting the spray top on? I think so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I see all these. Is that to help me measure? I think that's probably why that came with it. So I'm just gonna get this on here, tear this, and get this poured. Oh wow, this has got a red stopper on here. So I am prepared for this to be really intense. So I'm not going to put my face over it. Okay. Okay, so 85, 50. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I just had to watch that video back because I couldn't even remember if I had poured in the fragrance oil or not. I'm like, am I going crazy? Because it took me so long to get that red rubber stopper off. I'm like, did I actually pour that in? Like, is this bad to like Try to smell. Okay, yeah, no, I do smell it. I thought this was going to be like insanely strong. So this is not really bad at all. I was expecting some kind of like really intense alcohol smell. So I got this little bottle ready to go. Easy peasy. Okay, now I'm just gonna put that on there just to see as there we go, as I pour this in. Just nice and slow inside of this teeny tiny funnel. I may have done the math wrong because there's still some left in here. So this, I don't know if you guys can see right here. Let me get this. This is almost full. Gotta add in just the tiniest amount more. So I feel like this probably has something to do with like water density and then the density of this. But that's okay. Learning here. So I get this set up on here. And now we have this beautiful perfume of lychee blush. My mom is gonna love this. It's so cool. Okay, on to the next fragrance. And I think it's so funny. I'm so out of my element that I forgot that I'm supposed to be mixing everything in here, not in here. This is just for the fragrance. So this is supposedly 3.4 ounces as well, but I'm taking it down to 85 grams total instead of 95 grams. So I'm gonna do 9 and 76 for that like 10.5 fragrance load. So I'm gonna take this, and this we are doing sea salt and orchid. So I'm gonna remember that I'm pouring in the fragrance. I am just so not in the zone of this, and I can't wait to be back in the zone. Just kind of playing around with this, it's fun. Okay, we got that. So fragrance oil is right there. Now, I'm gonna pour that on there. I'm going to tare it, and then I'm gonna do 76 of this perfume base. There we go, a little bit on there, that's okay. Adding this to the perfume base and the stir stick. Get this all mixed up. Gosh, you know, doing this makes me think, wow, this would make room spray so much easier if we had a room spray base, but we make ours, and honestly, it's not hard, it's just a lot of, it's just a lot of like extra, you know, tedious measuring of different ingredients. So if we had something like this for room sprays, I feel like that would make things so much easier. Okay, the teeniest little funnel, here we go. You can see this one much better. Look at this. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this why they give you the little pipette to just transfer it that way? I feel like there's some probably really cool perfume tools to use as well that make this process way better. Oh, is it just, do I need to move this around? So I fill it up to almost the top, and then I just kind of push it. Oh my goodness, that almost spilled. Take your time, take your time. That's so weird, did it get caught? Whoa, this is very different. Pipettes, I'm gonna see if that's faster. Let me see, I'll hold it on its side. Is this faster? It might be, I have no idea. You know what? I actually think I like this better. I don't know how efficient this is, because when I think about stuff like this, I think, okay, on a large scale, how would this work? Again, I think there's devices that you can get that make this process so much faster. Am I totally blocking the camera? I'm totally blocking the camera. Let's try over here. Is that better for you guys? You guys can actually see what I'm doing now. Okay, so put this in here. Okay, yeah, this was like pretty much the perfect amount. I have just the tiniest bit left in here. Wow, okay, awesome. So 85 grams, so much better than the 95 grams. And then I'll make a fun label for this as well. This is the only one that's gonna be able to be labeled. Okay, so change of plans. I just went back into the candle room and I grabbed white sage and lavender instead of the moonflower nectar, because when I smelled the lychee blush and the moonflower nectar, they smelled so similar. So I know that she also likes the lavender as well. So let me get this one. Now this one is smaller. This one's only about 2 ounces. So let's see how this contraption works. All right, guys, I failed on this one. So I guess the way that you fill this up is to take a perfume bottle and you put it through. So you put this on the top and it fills it up. So that's not at all what I'm looking for. I thought that you were able to twist this off and actually fill it in. So this was beautiful, but I can't use it right now. I'm either going to return it or I will see how I can use it, because that is really pretty. But regardless, she's going to get 2 really nice perfumes in scents that I know that she likes. And then I just finished off the night with a snack and working on my laptop a little bit before I head off to bed. And that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a different type of video. If you did, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.